Hello, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to show you how I built an automated lead scoring system for a digital marketing agency using n8n and OpenAI. 200 leads coming in every week, sales rep sorting them manually, hours wasted every single day. We fix that with this one workflow. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how this works and how you can build it yourself. Let's get started. So before we move on, I would like us to, I would like to walk you through the brief of the client, and so that we can know what we are working on. And at the same time, we want us to know what the growth lead media with the client in this case want us to achieve with this one automation. So I'll be walking us through the brief, which is I copied here in the Word document. The project brief. The client is the growth lead media, the industry is digital marketing agency, and the team size is 12 staff. So the challenge that they have is that both leaders receive over 200 inbound leads every week through web forms. Their sales rep had no system for identifying which leads were what contacting first. Everything was sorted manually, which cost the team hours every week and cost high value leads to be missed. The solution that they want us to provide is that a fully automated lead scoring engine built in n8n. The system captures every form submission, sends the lead details to OpenAI for scoring, and routes the lead based on the score. High scoring leads trigger an instant Slack alert to the sales team. Low scoring leads enter a 3 mails to nurture sequence automatically. Every lead is logged in a Google Sheets dashboard with their score and status. So the tools being used as follows: n8n, OpenAI GPT, and Google Sheets, Slack, and Gmail. And so the result of everything at the end of everything that we'll be achieving is that sales rep now will start each day with a prioritized list, no manual sorting anymore, no missed leads, and the entire workflow from submission to Slack alert or nurture email takes under 10 seconds. Is that not good? So I'll be walking us through the workflow so that we can understand what each node and what each node represents and what they are performing in each in our workflow. So stay tuned and please be patient as I walk you through the workflow. So for the workflow overview, before we build, let me show you the full picture quickly. A lead submits a form, and a webhook rather captures it, and OpenAI scores the lead. If the score is high, the Slack alerts the sales rep. If the score is low, a nurture email sequence starts, and every lead gets logged in publishes automatically. That's the entire workflow. Now let me walk you through each node. So in node 1, I connected a webhook. Yes, you can see the webhook. So for this tutorial, I'll be making use of Postman, not the form, so that we can just use it to test run our automation. I'm making use of Postman, so I'll be sending the leads that have a high score and the leads that have a low score, so that we will test each branch, the ones that will go to the first branch, the one that will go to the 2 branch. So please be patient. So we are going to be putting these to post, because when you check our n8n, this is our HTTP method is set to post, so it has to be set to post on Postman. If you want to get Postman, this is how you can test your webhook link, and that's postman.com. You can type it on Google, you get it. So we'll be setting our body. Let's look at our script body. Yes, the body will be so we'll be setting our body up, the body of the content we want to send to our webhook link on n8n. So we are going to be choosing raw, and under raw we can choose text, the JavaScript, but we are going to be sticking with JSON. And for the parameter, we are going to you can copy this content type for the value application /JSON. So let's go to the document. I have some that I want us to work to. This one that will go to the JSON code. I want us to I would like to send to the n8n webhook. So I pin a content, but I will be unpinning that. Let me unpin that. So we double click on this. Let's double click on it. Then you listen for test. So after that, we go to our Postman. Let's paste what is it. So this one is having a high scoring list, so that it will go to the 2 branch. I will now walk you to every node that gets to the 2 branch. So we'll be sending this. So we are going to paste the JSON. We're going to paste it here. It's going to be. Then we will send it to. Let's check if our n8n is still listening for test. Let's say click on that. Then let's click on send. Yeah, so it's successful. So let us go to our n8n. So our webhook has received the lead the lead details of the of the client sending it to the webbook, and this is what we sent, and you can see it here. The webbook is marked, so the lead of the client has been the lead details of the client has been received. So I want you to look at the webbook as is the starting point, and you can think of it like as a door that stays open and wait for someone to walk to. When a lead fills out the form with their name, email, budget, urgency, and company size, that data gets sent to this webbook URL, and n8n receive it, and the workflow starts immediately. So that's what I want you to think about the webbook. And now we'll be moving to the the OpenAI node, which is node 2. And I want you to know that this is where the intelligence happens. And I set up the OpenAI node with a system prompt that tells the model exactly how to score a lead. The budget, the urgency, and the company size each carry weights in this node. And high budget plus urgent timeline equals a high score. You get it? So someone exploring options with no budget get a low score. Yeah, automatically the AI will score it low. And the model returns a JSON object with two things: a score from 1 to 10 and a reason explaining why. So I use if you look at it, I use the model that I'm using is ChatGPT 4o mini. That's what I make use of, and it is fast and it is accurate enough for this tax. The tax is not that complex and cheap to run at a scale because because of our API key. So this is what the open AI node is all about. So you can see the prompt, the system prompt here. Let me enlarge it so you can check. You can see the system prompt. If you can go to cloud or ChatGPT to write a system prompt for you, that one there's no problem. So that the system prompt is to give an instruction of what our OpenAI will work on and act as. Do you get it? So I made another prompt also. I added another prompt, and in this prompt, let me enlarge it. You can see I map out the name. You can see the name. You can map it out to pick it from here. But I'm not doing that because of I already done that. You can just the email, click on it, drag it. For these are the details of what we sent from Postman of the lead. You can see the name, the email, the company's the budget, the urgency, and the company size 45 employees. So this is what the OpenAI node does. So let's move on to our third node, which is the code node. So what our code node does is that the OpenAI responds back as text. Do you get it? So I will need to pull out the score and reason as the usable data in this node, and this code node does two things. I want you to understand. It passes the JSON from the OpenAI output, then it matches that score data with the original lead details from the webbook. So every node after this has everything it needs in one place: the name, the email, the company, the budget, the urgency, the score, the reason, the timestamp, and all in one place. This is what the code node does. So I'll be executing. Let's execute our OpenAI. Yes. Okay, let's execute it. You can see the output. Let's put that in schema. You can see the output here. So our code node, let's execute the code node. Yes, you can see the code node is checked. Yeah, you can see the reason, the score is 8. And don't forget, it's on the scale of 1 to 10. So this is a high score. So it's definitely going to move to the full branch. So our leaf node is to diverge the ones that will be going for immediate response, and the ones that are scoring low that will be going to the first branch. And this first branch, it goes to 3 node choices node, which I'll be explaining later on. Let's execute our if node. You can see one item moving to the Slack, and let's execute our Slack. I'll be showing the message in our Slack. Let's wait for it to load. So the message has been sent to the Slack, and the sales rep will be receiving it immediately. So this one needs high urgency and for it to be acted upon. So you see the Google Sheet, which is to record every lead with their score, with their details, and every other thing. So we'll check. Let's check. You'll see. Let's check our Slack. All right, I think it's still loading. But before that, let's move to our Google Sheet. You can see this is what we just sent. This the name of the lead is Ada Izeobi, and the email. This is the email. The company name. So this is the company name, and you can see the budget, $5,000 per month, and we need this. So the message, the urgency. The score is 8. I'm talking of this lead. So the score is 8/10, which is a high need. So everything gets recorded in the Google Sheet, and the Slack. Let's see the message that was sent to the Slack team for the sales rep to attend to. Yeah, you can see the message. You can see the message. So this is a hot lead, and you can see the name, the company, the budget, the agency, all the AI notes, high budget, urgent timeline, slightly below optimal company size. So you have to call them first and attend to them. So that is what this the two branch is all about. So I want us to test another one to the first branch. So let's go to our Postman again, and this I have one pasted in the one document. So the first branch, this is our JSON. Let's pick it, let's copy it, then we move to our Postman. So let's paste it and send it. Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to listen for test. Sorry. If it is published, everything will be done automatically. But we are doing this for test. For testing, I have not published it. So that's why I'm doing it manually. If it is published, everything will be done automatically. I won't have to listen for test or do it. So it is sent already successful. So let's go to. You can see that. So if I want to publish this workflow, I'll just click on. I'll just click on publish. Then it will move. I won't have to even do anything, whether I'm around or I'm not. My laptop is on, and since it's hosted on n8n, everything will be done automatically. So now we fetch the one from our Postman. We fetch it to our webbook. You can see it's check the check mark. You can see the check mark there. Don't forget, we are just using our Postman as a form of test to send to our webbook. If it is being done by when if we want to do this, we can also connect our form to it. That we have to send to our lead, so that they will have to fill out. It won't be to through Postman. So, but for the sake of the tutorial, Postman is used to test your URL, your webbook URL, and you can send your request to it, HTTP request to it, so that you can get information that you need. This is done for the sake of the tutorial. The OpenAI will let's click on it. You say it's checked. So the OpenAI, you only know what it does on each node to this point, or if node. So you'll see what it will go into. So you can see, instead of going to the two branches, going to the first branch, and we'll be clicking on this email, and I'll be showing you every message that will be sent to this email. So according to the client's brief, it's going to be for like 2 days. If it's not an hot lead, it's going to be for 2 days. But for the sake of this tutorial, I set it to 5 seconds. You can set it to dates, to hours, to minutes, to days, and all of that. So I set it so that we can know how the email that we'll be receiving within 5 seconds and all of that. So this wait node is to add a delay. You get it? A delay. If it's not an hot lead, it will be 2 days. But I just set it to 5 seconds for this tutorial. Then let's wait for this 5 seconds to count 5 seconds. Yes, it has moved through. So let me open our email node. So you will see every message on our email node. I sent a message. You can open this. This is the message I sent that will be sent to the email channel. So this says that they will also receive it, but it will only be that this is not a hot lead, and it will be attended to later. Why the ones that are hot lead will be attended to on time, so they will miss out on their clients. So this is what Goat Lead Media is. This is what the solution is providing for Goat Lead Media. So I map the the name, so they will know the name of the lead, and you can map it here. You can see, you can just map it here. So it's going to be in expression, so that it can be dynamic. So this is what it does. Then we've executed our wait on the there's going to be for follow-up. So you can see also, this is the message for follow-up. This is the message. I map the name also dynamically. You can see I so and so. So you can see I came solo. This is the result and every other thing. So originally this wait node is supposed to be 2 days, but for the sake of tutorial is 5 seconds. So let's wait. So yes, so it's 5 seconds. So it has moved to. So let's go to our the last touch. So it will have to pass through 3 email nurture. Do you get it? So the thing is, when a lead scores 6 or below, they enter a 3 email nurture sequence. Email 1 is a direct into, like I've told you, it goes out immediately after the score comes in. Then a wait node holds the workload for 2 days, but for the sake of this tutorial, it's set to 5 seconds. Email 2 is a follow-up. It's short, direct, and offers a value and offers value. So another 2 days, it will have to wait for another 2 days, but for the sake of this tutorial, 5 seconds. And email theory, what email theory does is that, after clicking the node, is the last touch. It closes the loop respectively and leave the door open. So it closes the loop and leave the door open. You can see the message. you can see the results, and I've reached out twice now, and I've also, it's not a hot lead, and you can see the subjects. I'm up dynamically closing the loop, and it's set to text, not JSON, or not HTML rather. So that what email 3 is the last stage, closes the loop respectively and leaves the door open. So the way to note what makes this a sequence and not just 3 emails firing at once. So that's what I just want you to understand. And also for the Google Sheets, what happened at the end of the Google Sheets, let me open the node, is that at the end of both branches, a Google Sheets node logs the lead. Every row captures the timestamp, the name, like what we did to our 2 branch, the name, the company, the budget, the audiences, the score, and status. So the status is either hot lead or in nurture, depending on which branch they came from. So I've executed the Google Sheets node. So you can see it was mapped dynamically. The timestamp, the name, everything will be recorded in all our Google Sheet node. So we've created the Google Sheet we created. Is this the Ghost Leap tracker? The sheet is sheet 1 and all of that. So you have to map this dynamically. You have to map it dynamically. So let's go to our Google Sheets. You'll see. So you can see now, this is everything is being recorded. Kemi Solu and the email, the company, the budget, and everything. So the score is 2. So it's not a hot lead. So that is the full workflow. So 1 webhook, 1 AI scoring node, 1 decision, 2 branches, and a live Google Sheet logging everything. The sales team no longer waste time with this workflow, sorting leads. So they start each day knowing exactly who to call. Do you get me? Who to reach out to. If this video has helped you, like it. I want you to do something for me. I want you to like it to help the algorithm push this video to people that might be in need of this tutorial and might be helpful too. And I also want you to subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of our tutorial videos. And you can drop a comment if you want to tell me what automation you want me to you want to see next in our next video. So I will see you in the next one. Thank you.